Warning, the following video is so manly that it can make a woman grow a beard. So if you are a little Justin Bieber, proceed with caution.
What is up, gentlemen? On today's video I'm bringing you my top 10 best death streaks in Call of Duty history. Now I'm gonna tell you right now, gentlemen, I'm not gonna lie to you, I gotta take this off my chest. I had a blast using death streaks. I was laughing my ass off and I just trolled so many motherfuckers. It was amazing. So I kind of feel bad because I never used death streaks, and I was one of those people that were like, yo, just take those things out of Call of Duty. We don't need that shit in Call of Duty anymore. But I mean, it's just great to use these things, probably because I never used them that much. But there are two types of death streaks, gentlemen. There are death streaks that are perks, and there are death streaks that are death streaks, which means that they are not perks. They have their own tier, their own category, and you know, it's a death streak. So the difference between those two is that a death streak perk, you get to use it every time you die. So I mean, if you're using Last Stand, you know, every time you die you will go into Last Stand. Now if you're using Last Stand as a death streak only, you know, to use it you will have to die like 3-4 times in a row. So that's the only difference. So I have an honorable mention which goes to Second Chance from a World at War, and this one is a perk. And every time you die you will go into Second Chance and you'll be able to kill some motherfuckers. Now this one is pretty cool, but the thing is that the World at War pistols are not that good, so I had to run with a pistol on purpose, and I had to, before I was doing this on purpose, I was going to a Second Chance on purpose. I had to damage the enemy before I was on Second Chance, so that way I had a better chance of killing them. I don't really find this perk very useful unless I'm really doing it on purpose like I was on this video. I was actually running around with a pistol because I knew that you know, if you're running around with a pistol, when you go into Last Stand you already have the pistol. If you're running around with your primary weapon, when you go into into a Second Chance, he has to switch to his pistols, and you lose time. So if you use this shit, and I can't believe I'm giving you tips and tricks, so if you use this shit, like me, just for trolling, just run around with the pistol, because that way when you go into a Second Chance you already have the pistol in your hand. Make sure you make a little bit of damage first on the enemy. But I don't know how the fuck people like using this shit, and that's all I see in World at War. Motherfuckers going into a Second Chance, which is actually good when you play team game modes like Domination, because if you survive, right, if the enemy doesn't kill you, a teammate can pick you up and you will be able to you know, get back on your feet. So in number 10, gentlemen, we have Copycat from MW2, which is a death streak, and to get it you will have to die 4 times in a row. Now a Copycat is an inoffensive death streak, because the only thing you can do with it is that you are able to copy the class of your enemy that killed you, so of your nemesis. So this was actually very useful when MW2 first came out, because, for example, on my case, I didn't have certain weapons, I didn't have certain equipment, this and that, so I would let the enemy kill me on purpose so that I could copy his class, and it was very helpful in the beginning. But then I would just camp for the rest of the match, because I knew that if I died I would lose that special weapon. In number 9 we have a Revenge from MW3, which is a death streak, and it costs, or you gotta die 5 times in a row to get it. So Revenge pretty much gives you wall hack. You will be able to see the enemy that killed you through the walls, through everything on the map. He will have a bullseye, a target on his head, and you will be able to see all his movement, and I just think that it is fucking hilarious. Now, the reason why this gets 9th place is because I never really saw people using Revenge, and I mean, they just prefer to use another death streak. Next we have, gentlemen, in number 8, Hollow Points, also from MW3, which is also a death streak, and you need to die 5 times in a row to get this thing. And pretty much what it does is your bullet damage will be increased by 140% for 1 kill. So when you get hollow points, if you see an enemy, you'll pretty much kill his ass with 2 bullets. So you will get like fucking stopping power over, you know, stopping power times 2. So I mean, again, this one wasn't that used either, just like Revenge, but it's a pretty cool death streak. Next we have Juiced from MW3, which is also a death streak, and you need to die 4 times in a row to get Juiced. And this was a very popular death streak in MW3, and again, just like Copycat, it's not deadly, it won't kill you, but it's definitely very annoying because Juiced allows you to move faster for a few seconds, and you move really fast. Now if there's a little bit of lag, this and that, and I mean, if they're running a marathon and lightweight, it will be actually very hard for you to kill their asses, because they will just move fast. They'll move super fast, like those zombies in that Brad Pitt movie, which I don't know, like War or something. I don't know, but the zombies move pretty fast, and this reminds me of that. Next we have Last Stand from MW2, which is a perk. There's also Last Stand or Final Stand as a death streak, but I'm talking about the one which is a perk. This one is a perk, so every time you die, you get Last Stand, and it pretty much... You go into Last Stand, you get to use a little pistol, this and that, whatever. Usually it's a Raffica. And the great thing I love about this thing, this Last Stand, is that you are allowed to commit suicide by throwing a stun grenade on the ground, and that way the enemy will not get that kill. So this is fucking hilarious. You are able to use your equipment. I love using the throwing knife and just kill people with the throwing knife while I'm in Last Stand, and then I kill them, and then I commit suicide, and they don't get the fucking kill. Now that is absolutely genius. That is amazing. I had a lot of fun going for this, and it's fucking hilarious. Next we have also Second Chance from Black Ops 1, which is also a perk, and again, this is all you see in Black Ops 1. Motherfuckers going into Second Chance, and it's just fucking crazy. At least in World at War you still had Martyrdom, so sometimes you would see people using Martyrdom, sometimes people would use Second Chance, but in Black Ops 1 that's all you see. And then you don't have any good perks on that tier where Second Chance is, so noobs just use Second Chance. It's crazy. All you see is motherfuckers going on their knees, on their back, on the ground like little bitches, and it's fucking crazy. I actually did very well with this Second Chance. Again, if you run around with a pistol, you will go into Last Stand with the piece already in your hands. You don't have to switch from your primary to your secondary. That makes you lose time. So I was just having a blast using this thing. You know, to be honest, this was my favorite Second Chance. My favorite Second Chance death streak that I used. I also love the one from MW2, but this one I don't know why, it was fun. Next we have Painkiller from MW2, and this is also a death streak which requires you to die 3 times in a row for you to get Painkiller. Now what baffles me the most about this is that how can Painkiller cost 3 deaths and Copycat 4? How is that even possible? It's something that baffles my mind. I don't know what the fuck they were thinking. So that's why you see painkillers everywhere, because all you need to do is to die 3 times in a row. 2 if you use hardline. Now Painkiller pretty much works almost like Juggernaut, the Juggernaut perk from Call of Duty 4. So after you respawn, this gives you twice the amount of health for 10 seconds. So I mean, this can prevent a lot of most one-hit kills, and it's just freaking annoying because you'll be able, I mean, you'll start getting shot. It's like you have ballistic vests on, you'll get shot, you'll be able to turn around and kill your enemy. Now, just because you have, a lot of people kind of make this mistake that you get Painkiller for 10 seconds. Now, just because you start getting shot at second 1 and you still have 9 seconds to go, it doesn't mean that you will be able to survive those shots for 9 seconds. What it means is that you will have double health for 10 seconds, but as soon as you start getting shot, your painkiller will start disappearing. So that's what a lot of people don't know about this thing. But this thing is great. I mean, you get killed sometimes. The spawns are a little bit fucked up. So you sometimes, you know, the Call of Duty, you spawn, you get killed immediately. Well, with painkiller, that doesn't happen. You spawn, you have painkiller on, you're chilling. You know that you're not gonna get killed, you know, instantly. So this thing will give you the ability to turn around and kill the enemy. Next, we have, gentlemen, in third place, and we are getting to the top 3 here. We have Final Stand from MW3, which is a death streak, and to get it you will need to die 4 times in a row. Now the thing about this one is that you get to use your primary weapon when you are in final stand, I mean. So you get to use your primary weapon, so you won't have to switch from your primary to your secondary, which kind of makes you lose a little bit of time. So if you do what I was doing, if you shoot the enemy, right, when you go into last stand, you can keep shooting the enemy. It's fucking, it's insane. And I got triple kills, I got double kills doing this, and it's crazy. And if you survive for a certain amount of time, you will be able to get back up. You know, you won't need anyone to revive you. That's the thing in Black Ops 1. You won't get back up unless someone revives you. Same thing in World at War. If you want to get back up, you will need a teammate to pick you up. In MW2, you won't be able to get yourself up using the Last Stand perk. You'll be able to do that by using the death streak, but the perk you won't. So it's fucking insane in MW3. In second place, gentlemen, we have Dead Man's Hand from MW3, which is also a death streak, and you will need to die 6 times in a row to get this thing. This thing, what it does is you will go into like Final Stand, but you will have a pack of C4 on your chest, and you gotta blow it up, and that's all you gotta do. You blow up the C4 and you kill everyone near you. And this thing, when it first came out, when the game first came out, it was like a Predator missile. People were getting like triple kills, squad kills. It was insane. They had to nurse this thing. But what is amazing, what kind of baffles me about this is that to get this thing, you gotta die 6 times in a row, but for some reason, that's all I see. You would be like, yo, you would expect people to not use this thing because it takes 6 deaths, right? But that's all you see. All you see is motherfuckers on Dead Man's Hand, on Last Stand, whatever, using Dead Man's Hand. It's crazy. How do these people die 6 times in a row? It's crazy. I kill this guy, he blows up. I turn around, I kill the other one, he blows up. How do these people do this? This is fucking insane. You would expect people to not use this one because it's the highest one, had the highest death streak, but that's all you see, motherfuckers blowing up. It's crazy. It's fucked up. And gentlemen, in number 1, the best death streak, the most used death streak, and the most effective in my opinion is Martyrdom from Call of Duty 4, which is a perk. So every time you die, you will poop a grenade and you will get a kill if the enemy runs into you. That's the thing you can never do in Call of Duty 4. If you get a kill, you better run on the opposite direction, boy, because if you run into that dead corpse, you will join it. You will be also a dead corpse on the ground. That's all you gotta do. You kill a motherfucker, you run on the opposite direction as if the devil was chasing you, because that's what is gonna happen. That grenade that he poops, it's gonna follow you and it's gonna kill you. It has like, I don't know, heat-seeking something. It will find you and it will kill you if you are near it. So it's just crazy, and the damage that it does is pretty fucking powerful. It's amazing. And I mean, you also have Last Stand in a Call of Duty 4, I believe, but that's all you see. Martyrdom here, Martyrdom there. Motherfuckers using Martyrdom. It's crazy. You'll get at least 10 kills if you use Martyrdom per game. It's just fucking insane. So this is my top 10 best death streaks in Call of Duty history, gentlemen. The way I used to rank these things, I mean, I'm kind of looking at this and I'm like, yo, how do Dead Man's Hand get second place and Martyrdom gets first place? I mean, Martyrdom is just a little grenade. Dead Man's Hand is a pack of C4 that looks like a Predator missile. Well, you need to understand that to get Dead Man's Hand, you gotta die 6 times in a row, right? And to get Martyrdom, all you gotta do is You just need to die. So every time you die, you poop a grenade. And in MW3, to get that man's hand, you got like 6 times in a row. Somehow people were, you know, blowing up from left to right. I don't know how the fuck they were dying that fast, but I believe that Martyrdom is more used and more effective than Dead Man's Hand. So this is my top 10, gentlemen. I hope you enjoyed it. Make sure you leave your top 10, your favorite Deathstreaks in the comment section below. I will see you next time. Peace.